together a full, complete episode of lore that I don't plan on releasing on the podcast, just for you and I. Shh, it's a secret. But if you're okay, I want to tell you this long story. Does that work out for you? So buckle up. I'd like to tell you a story that I call A Shot in the Dark. As they pulled it from the ground, they held their breath. The grave was by far the largest of the entire dig site, located in southern Norway. The rest of the 20 graves were small, not much larger than the human remains that they contained. But this one was special. It was longer and wider, and it had the telltale signs that a larger vertical structure had once stood above it, giving it a prominent placement in the burial site. And once they dug deep enough to reach the coffin below, their instincts proved them right. There, resting alongside the coffin, as if it were there to protect the body, was a sword. And not just any sword either. This one was the sword of a king, or at the very least, a wealthy individual. The iron hilt had been wrapped in silver thread and then decorated with silver and gold details. But more impressive to the researchers, a series of Latin characters and Christian symbols that had been carved into the sword. As a whole, the sword represents the power and the importance of the person who had been buried with it, yes, but the sword does something else as well. True to its nature, it cuts to the heart of a deeper idea that has been part of humanity for thousands of years. Some weapons aren't meant to kill people. Now, Viking folklore puts a special importance on swords, and their ancient legends are filled with magical weapons crafted by supernatural beings, usually dwarves, right? And while it might sound like something pulled straight out of a copy of The Lord of the Rings, these tales were deeply significant to the Viking culture. And they weren't alone. All around the world, cultures have grasped for tools to defend themselves from the nightmares that haunt them. Because in a world of monstrous creatures and deadly evil, people needed extraordinary weapons to survive and fight back. And while it sounds like fantasy, these ideas have actually been put to the test more than once throughout history. Judging by the stories, though, one thing is certain. Let's hope they worked. Magic weapons have been around for, almost as long as we have, and they span the globe. Everywhere we look, there are stories of objects designed to fight evil creatures, either